Assalamu alaikum, my dear student. Today our topic that is surface integral. Now, what is surface integral? If you can see the diagram, when we consider the different boxes, it means it is a surface, and we consider only the small part of the surface. We call it ds. It means it is the smallest part of the surface. When we consider here, so now start from the theorem of the surface integral. With the help of theorem, we will discuss the theorem. What is surface integral? Let sigma be a smooth parametric surface whose vector equations is r is equals to x of u of vi plus y of u of vj plus z u of v of k, where u of v varies over a region r. R is the rectangular region in the uv plane. If xyz, if f of xyz is a continuous on sigma, then the double integral s double integral sigma f of x y z into ds, which is equals to double integral f of x of uv, because student x depend on uv, y depend on uv, z depend on uv, and if you find the magnitude of dava r upon dava u into dava r upon dava b into dA, so student we will applying this theorem, write an application, evaluate the surface integral, the double integral sigma. Sigma is the surface. We represent here the sigma x square ds over the sphere x square plus y square plus z square equals to 1. So student, as we know that the equation of sphere is x square plus y square plus z square is equals to a square. When we compare both equations, a is equals to 1. Now, as you know, when we consider the sphere, the spherical coordinates, what are the spherical coordinates? X is equals to a sine phi cos theta, y is equals to a sine phi sine theta, and z is equals to a cos phi. These are the spherical coordinates. With the help of spherical coordinates, student, we will find r of phi of theta, because r is the radius, r is another vector, it's depend on phi of theta. In this way, when we put here a is 1, so r of phi of theta is equals to xi plus yj plus zk. So we will put here the value of x is sine phi cos theta I plus y is equals to sine phi sine theta j plus z is cos phi of k. But when we talk about the spherical coordinates phi and theta, where phi represent here 0 to phi, the limit of phi is 0 to pi, and the limit of theta is 0 to pi. When we apply, after that, student, we will find dava r phi upon dava into dava r upon dava theta. It means when we taking the cross product of phi and theta, we will make a determinant dava x upon dava phi, dava y upon dava phi, dava z upon dava phi. It means we will find the derivative of the given function with respect to phi, with respect to phi. Similarly, in the next row, dava x upon dava theta, dava y upon dava theta, and dava z upon dava theta of the given function. So student, we will find In the next step, the derivative of x dava x upon dava phi is, student, if we find dava x upon dava phi, it means the sine phi, the derivative of sine phi is cos phi, but cos theta as it is. When we find dava y upon dava phi, it means when the derivative of sine phi is cos phi and sine theta as it is. We put here. And dava z upon dava phi, it means the derivative of cos phi, it is minus sine phi. So in the next step, if we will find dava x upon dava theta, it means with respect to theta, sine phi keeping fixed, the derivative of cos theta is minus sine theta. We will put here. And dava y upon dava theta, it means the derivative of sine theta is cos theta sine phi keeping fixed. And the derivative of dava z upon dava theta, because there is no element of the with respect to theta, so the derivative of z is 0 in the last element. So after that, student, we will expand the determinant. We'll expand the determinant. Similarly, when we consider the first column, we will skip the first column and first row. If multiplying together, 0 into this, it is 0. Sine phi cos theta into minus sine phi, it means minus minus plus when we multiplying the next. So for the next column, when j line here, it means we will skip the second column and multiplying both values, multiplying together, minus minus plus and another minus, minus minus plus, it means the minus sign, and 0 into cos phi into theta, it means it is 0. So 0 minus minus plus, and it is minus. So we will find here taking a square, and the last, then we will consider the third column. We multiplying together sine phi into cos phi, cos square theta, and negative minus minus plus sine square theta and sine phi cos phi theta. We will put here. After simplifying, the answer it is, student, if we take common something, we will write only in this step, first term as it is, the second term as it is with j, and the third term, if when we consider sine phi cos phi, if you take in common, so it means sine square theta plus cos square theta, which is equals to 1. So we will not write here. The value is sine phi cos phi of k. After expanding the determinant and simplifying the value, we will find the magnitude dava r upon dava phi, dava r upon dava phi, the magnitude of dava r upon dava phi, dava r upon into dava r upon dava theta, which is equals to x square plus y square plus z square. What is x? Student, it is x, it is y, and it is z. So it means we will put here x square plus y square and plus z square. Squaring, it means sine 4 phi cos square theta minus sine की power minus square, it is positive sine power 4 sine theta. So it means if we will take in common sine की power 4 phi, and the remaining value is cos square theta plus sine square theta in this step, and we taking the square of both terms. Sine is, as you know that, student, cos square theta plus sine square theta, which is equals to 1. So sine 4 phi of 1, sine square phi cos square phi. In this step, in the next step, student, we will take in common in both terms sine square phi. So sine square phi, now remaining value in this term, and the last term it is cos square phi. So student, sin square phi plus cos square phi, which is equals to 1 again, and sin square phi, when we're taking the square root, it is called sin phi. So student, we will find the magnitude sin phi. After find the magnitude, we will write the integral. Thus, therefore, double integral sigma. Sigma is represented here surface x square ds. ds is the small part of the element of the surface value. Double integral r sin square phi into cos square theta into dava r upon dava phi into dava r upon dava theta come magnitude of this into dA. dA represent here into d phi into d theta. As you know that, we will put here what is dA. dA is equals to d phi into d theta, and sin square phi into sin square cos square theta multiplying by sin phi. When multiplying together, it is sin cube phi into cos square theta. Now, student, in the next step, as you know that the integral sin cube of theta of any integral, when we consider here sin phi or sin theta, so it is equals to 1 upon 3 cos cube phi minus cos phi. So we will put here, because as we know that, so 1 upon 3 cos cube phi minus cos phi is substituting this value in the above integral into cos square theta. First we integrate this value and applying the limit. When we applying the limit, it should be 4 upon 3. We find the answer. It means cos phi is 1 minus 1 cube, it is minus 1 upon 3. And cos 0 is 1, so minus 1 upon 3 minus 1 upon 1 is minus 4 upon 3. So cos square theta into d theta. In the next step, we will find the integral with respect to theta if we integrate. But before we integrate, as you know that cos square theta, which is equals to 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2. Friend, after when we find the integral, we will substitute this value cos square theta, which is equals to this. If we separate them and multiplying by d theta and then integrate. Now the integral of half theta, it is half theta plus the integral of sin theta is minus sin theta. It is minus minus plus sin 2 theta upon 4. And we are applying the limit 0 to 2 pi. We put here the upper limit and the lower limit. 2 divided by 2, it is pi. But when we put here sin 4 pi, because sin pi is 0, so similarly sin 4 pi, it should be 0. So it means this part, it should be 0. Now the remaining value is pi. Pi multiplying by 4 upon 3. The answer it is 4 upon 3. So student, we will determine the surface integral with the help of theorem. The first application. Now we will consider the theorem, another theorem. It is very important theorem for the surface integral. We will solve the different mostly applications. We will applying this theorem. The first condition is when z is equals to g of xy, where r is the projection on xy plane. When we consider the sphere, double integral sigma f of x y z into ds, which is equals to double integral r f of x y z. If you find the ds, what is ds? Student, ds is equals to dava z upon dava x square plus dava z upon dava y square plus 1 in the square root into dA. dA represent here dy into dx. Now the second condition, student, when z is the surface xz plane, when we consider here, we consider xy plane, so r be the projection on xz plane. According to this given condition, it means then we will consider the xz plane. So if you find the surface integral, double integral sigma f of x y z into ds, which is equals to double integral of the given function, which is, if you find the ds in terms of xz plane, dava y upon dava x plus dava y upon dava z whole square plus 1 into dA. Similarly, for the third condition, when z is equals to g of y of z, it means when the surface, when we consider the yz plane, where r is the projection on yz plane, so the integral, surface integral, it should be f of x y z into ds, which is equals to double integral r f of x y z dava z x upon dava y plus whole square plus dava x upon dava z whole square plus 1 into dA. So student, when we find the surface integral, first we will determine, as you know, what is ds, right? Now we applying here, evaluate the surface integral, double integral xz into ds. They have given, it means student, it is f of x y z, where sigma is the part of the plane. It means sigma represent here x y z plane that lies in the first octane. It means it is lie on the first octane. The equation of plane can be written as, student, if we consider this plane of equation, if you transfer the both values on the right hand side, so 1 minus x minus y, it is called z. What is z? The equation of plane, it can be written as z is equals to g of xy, because z depend on x and y, both are the variables. So it means z is the xy plane and f of xyz, which is equals to xz. Then both terms are, if you have find out according to given condition. So student, we will determine dava z upon dava x minus 1, dava z upon dava y with respect to y, it is minus 1. First we will find ds, and we are applying these values and find the answer, it is root 3 into dA. Now student, this is called first octane. It means when we consider first quadrant, these are the values. If we put here, a student, on z-axis, x and y both are absent. It means the coordinate of z is in a sphere, it is 0, 0, 1. When we consider the values of y, it means x and y on y-axis, x and y, x and z both are 0. So it is called the coordinate of y. Or when we consider the on x-axis, it means y and z both are absent. So we will write the coordinate of x is 1, 0, 0. So student, you have given the condition x plus y plus z is equals to 0. So we will determine the limit of y is equals to 1 minus x, because when z is 0 on y-axis, according to given condition, so it means the limit of y is 0 to 1 minus x. The limit of y is 0 to 1 minus x, and the limit of z is 0 to 1 minus x minus y with the help of this. So after that, we will determine the value, and the limit of x is, a student, it is 0 to 1. When we put here in this equation of x plus y plus z, which is equals to 1, if we put here y and z both are 0, so it means x is 1, 0. So the limit of x is 0 to 1. After finding the limit with the help of diagram, student, we will determine, first we write the function y is equals to 0 to 1 minus x, and the limit of x is 0 to 1. dA is equals to dy into dx. We put here the function z, the value of z is 1 minus x minus y. We are multiplying together. After multiplying together, we will find the integral value. So it means xy minus x square y minus x into y with respect to y. It means y square upon 2. After finding the integral, we will applying the lower and upper limit. When we find put and upper and the lower limits, it is upper limit. When we put here 0, it means all values are, all terms are 0. So we will not write here. So after that, we will simplifying them, x cube upon 2 minus x square plus x upon 2. After simplifying them, we will find this value and then we integrate with respect to x. It is 1 upon 2. The integral of x cube is x4 upon 4. The integral of x square, it is x cube upon 3. The integral 1 upon 2, if we separate, the integral of x into dx, it is x square upon 2. When we put here the upper and the lower limit, we'll find the answer 1 upon 8 minus 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 4. If we're taking LCM, so the answer it is, after simplifying, the answer it is 1 upon 24 into root 3, or in another way, root 3 upon 24. So student, we will find the surface integral sigma xz into ds. So thank you very much, student. These are the application according to surface integral. God bless you. Allah.